How's it going, boys? Welcome back to Yapology. My name is Poet, and man, what a time it has been. Before anybody says anything, this is very old gameplay of MW2. This was probably recorded around the time MW2 was at its peak, so please forgive the shitty camera work. This was recorded on a handheld camcorder, and also excuse my lack of skill. Holy shit, was I terrible in this gameplay. You know, coming back into trying to do content creation again after a brief burnout is always, it's always so hard, man. I struggle with it a lot. You want to come back and recapture the magic, and more often than not, it kind of just amounts to a wet fart, more or less. That being said, I've been in my own head a lot lately. You know, I work this job that isn't really my dream job, but pays the bills. And as nice as it is, it kind of leaves me wanting to do YouTube or just something more. But when I do YouTube, it doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And I felt this before, but I've never expressly said it on the channel, or any channel for that matter, I guess. And I know there are some of you that out there that probably feel the same or get the same way, you know, where we're kind of in our own heads thinking about the numbers and the odds and the luck. You know, all the algorithm luck, all that bullshit. Let me tell you something though, and by proxy, I guess I'm telling myself this. If you do something long enough, it'll pay off. My goal when I started the Poe channel was to make videos and blow up so I didn't have to go to college. Obviously, I ended up going to and completing college, so that didn't pan out. But all these years later, I hit 1,000 subs, and that's a big milestone in my book. If I filled a room with 1,000 people, depending on the size of the room, we'd be fucked. Like, there wouldn't be any room for us to move at all. But it was hard for me to see that 1,000 people would be willing to watch my stuff. You know, when you're in the moment and you're making these videos, and if you're as critical on yourself as I am, you kind of look at your stuff as shitty, you know, compared to what some other people are pumping out on the platform. And for a brief period of time, I really contemplated just giving this all up and walking away. In fact, it was just before Christmas time of last year. I messaged my old friend and talked to him about how I felt so removed from life lately, and you know, I was really buckling down and locking into my 9 to 5, and it was time to grow up and kind of ditch everything I don't want to say I was passionate about, but stuff that I enjoy doing. It was really a depressing ass conversation. I'm just going to be honest. But without skipping a beat, he was there to kind of lift me up. You know, he told me all about how my content is good and how I shouldn't give it up just because the numbers aren't panning out or they're not as high as they could be, or God forbid I want to grow up, which I can make an entire whole video on why growing up is like the most overused and like piece of shit advice like anybody could give another person. Like, I think that is such a shitty thing to say, but that's besides the point. He said I would be foolish to just drop it all now when I made such great strides in the last couple of months at that point. In one of his messages, he said, and I quote, "You have a great presence, a fantastic personality, and are persuading. People want to hear you speak. Don't make a joke about your sub count. Just be confident." Among many other very nice things that I thanked him for, and if he watches this channel, then I thank you again, man. I mean, this advice has stuck with me for months. I mean, he's kind of glazing me, all right? I'm just... The glaze was appreciated, though. Not in a weird way, but you know what I mean. His advice is always like straight shooter advice. He wouldn't bullshit me if he thought I was wasting my time. He's pretty honest about how he feels about things, and so when he was saying all these nice things to me, it kind of helped me believe a little bit, but I wasn't completely convinced. You know, I was at work really like locking into my 9 to 5, and I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll think about it. This part is going to be a little less believable, so you're going to have to stick with me. I was walking out of my shift, you know. I work a graveyard shift, and I was walking out to my car, and I checked my phone because I just posted a video, I think, at this point, and I got a comment. I don't typically believe in like signs or anything crazy off my rocker shit, but I swear the second I read that message, it was like eye-opening almost. That comment was from someone asking me if I had a Discord that they could join because they believed that my channel was going to take off and they wanted to be there for it. I can't make this shit up. I know it sounds so fucking bullshit, like the most bullshit, like follow your dreams and everything will come true. I swear to God, this is not me making this shit up. I got that message like the minute I clocked out of work. And that message was enough to justify not only what my friend had said, but for me to get rid of all the horse shit about locking into my 9 to 5 and, you know, giving up on things that I'm passionate about. It was the perfect sign, and I couldn't deny it. Maybe I'll never be a giant YouTuber. Maybe I will. But the fact that people believe in me and believe in what I make is enough for me to keep pushing to make stuff. Even when the burnout is so intense that I've actually gone outside a couple times this summer, which if you know me, that's pretty surprising. People might think that I am losing my mind. Maybe I belong in a psych ward. Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully this little story motivates you to keep going and doing whatever you want to do, whatever you love to do. Just keep doing it. It doesn't matter if the results are right then and there in your face. Just fucking do it, dude. You're going to waste your own time by not. And if nobody believes in you, then know that I believe in you. I don't know who you are. I've never met you. But you know what? You can fucking do it, dude. You could fucking do it. You could do anything you put your fucking mind to. Get after it, gents. If you like the video, don't like this fucking video. I don't care. The algorithm can do whatever it wants with this channel. Let me know, though, what you guys are, struggling with doing. If you have like a passion that you're really into and you haven't been up to it, or maybe you have been and you're getting results, put it in the comments, man. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to. If the video ever shows up in your feed or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just, let me know what you guys are up to. I'm always interested to listen. Gents, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all next time.